Hi, I'm Chris, STEAM Specialist for Pioneer Library System, and this is the third of our outdoor photography challenges. Last week we focused on seeing what was really there. This week we get to the real heart of photography: light and non-light. Without light, your photos look like this. Not very exciting. With only light, your photos look like this. Also, not very exciting. This week's challenge is all about getting you focused on the combination of the two. It's really related to last week's challenge because so often our brain fills in details for us that the camera can't really see. This is especially true when taking photos outside. The giant ball of fire in the sky is really, really bright. Your eyes and your brain are really good at filling in information about what's in the shadows, but your camera isn't quite so good at it. It's very easy to end up with photos that have underexposed or overexposed areas. That is, areas that are pure black or pure white. Of course, you can use that to good artistic effect, but make sure you're doing it on purpose, not because you don't know how to avoid it. So, this week's challenge is a tricky one, in part because if you're a beginner, you're going to have to learn how to use your camera to its fullest potential. We're really going to challenge the hardware and software involved. This week, you aren't allowed to choose your own subject. In fact, in a sense, there's no subject at all. I want you to take a photo of an outdoor shadow cast by the sun. The photo shouldn't include the thing casting the shadow, just the shadow itself. And the trick is, I don't want the shadow to be black. You should be able to see some detail of whatever the shadow is being cast onto. And I don't want the light part of your image to be white. Again, you should be able to see some detail. This will exercise everything we've talked about so far. You'll have to make time for this challenge when it's sunny, and you'll really have to be careful to see what your camera sees and not what your brain is auto-generating. This is a tricky one to schedule in advance because you never know when it's going to be cloudy. But I'm going to set a meeting time if you'd like to join me anyway. If it's cloudy, we'll talk about tricks for shooting on cloudy days instead. So I'm going to be taking photos outside the Norman Central Branch at 11:30 a.m. on Thursday, June 17th, 2021. We'll meet in the plaza by the large sculpture. If you get a shot you're happy with, you can submit it to me at photochallenge@pioneerlibrarysystem.org. Send a small version along with your library card number, and if your photo is selected for display, I'll contact you for a high-resolution version. Good luck.